¡Viva la raza!
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Dos mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. Siempre cogiendo más mujeres porque somos latino. And we tougher than tough, calling your bluff, cuz. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We don't care if you like us. Everybody wants to fight us. Hey, óyelo claro, we ain't the ones you wanna meet. Hay nada más caliente, we're too hot for you. Latino heat, chavito heat. We can't be weak, coming from the streets of the ghetto. At the end of the week, we get to keep your dinero. You're fast asleep when we sneak in your casa. Your life sucks when you're bankrupt and we laugh. Can't trust none of us, cause we Latin. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Yo, it's Chavo, it's Eddie. Are you ready? No. Too many try to tell us what we already know. Feel the heat whenever we meet. Mira que pasa. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Viva la raza. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Dos mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. Siempre cogiendo más mujeres porque somos latino. And we tougher than tough, calling your bluff, cuz. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We don't care if you like us. Everybody wants to fight us. Hey, óyelo claro, we ain't the ones you wanna meet. Hay nada más caliente, we're too hot for you. Latino heat, chavito heat. We can't be weak, coming from the streets of the ghetto. At the end of the week, we get to keep your dinero. You're fast asleep when we sneak in your casa. Your life sucks when you're bankrupt and we laugh. Can't trust none of us, cause we Latin. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Yo, it's Chavo, it's Eddie. Are you ready? No. Too many try to tell us what we already know. Feel the heat whenever we meet. Mira que pasa. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Viva la raza. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Dos mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. Siempre cogiendo más mujeres porque somos latino. And we tougher than tough, calling your bluff, cuz. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We don't care if you like us. Everybody wants to fight us. Hey, óyelo claro, we ain't the ones you wanna meet. Hay nada más caliente, we're too hot for you. Latino heat, chavito heat.
¡Viva la raza!
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Dos mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. Siempre cogiendo más mujeres porque somos latino. And we tougher than tough, calling your bluff, cuz. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We don't care if you like us. Everybody wants to fight us. Hey, óyelo claro, we ain't the ones you wanna meet. Hay nada más caliente, we're too hot for you. Latino heat, chavito heat. We can't be weak, coming from the streets of the ghetto. At the end of the week, we get to keep your dinero. You're fast asleep when we sneak in your casa. Your life sucks when you're bankrupt and we laugh. Can't trust none of us, cause we Latin. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Yo, it's Chavo, it's Eddie. Are you ready? No. Too many try to tell us what we already know. Feel the heat whenever we meet. Mira que pasa. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Viva la raza! We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got that passion that's lasting long. Los mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. Siempre cogiendo más mujeres porque somos latino. And we tougher than tough, calling your bluff, cuz. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We don't care if you like us. Everybody wants to fight us. Hey, óyelo claro, we ain't the ones you wanna be. Hay nada más caliente, we're too hot for you. Latino heat, chavito heat. We can't be weak, coming from the streets of the ghetto. At the end of the week, we get to keep your dinero. You're fast asleep when we sneak in your casa. Your life sucks when you're bankrupt and we laugh. Can't trust none of us, cause we Latin. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Yo, it's Chavo, it's Eddie. Are you ready? No. Too many try to tell us what we already know. Feel the heat whenever we meet.
Barely.
We are
That's because he busy screaming. That's why.
It's funny. I only cut out on your end. I don't cut out on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's here. Welcome to the Watchtower on the 20th day of January 2024. About to come into February. Them tax returns about to start coming in. And, you know, we can spend our money stupidly like we do when they do come in. Or catch up on old bills. Or pay the Ricketts rent money. You know, kind of a thing there. But, hey, we are glad for those who have joined us now. I see Brianios up in there. I see him, and he's always the first one. I see Deuce up in there. Man, I'm sure Titus is in there somewhere. He always said, "I'll be watching from the side, fuck nigga." You know, Titus.
You know what I'm saying?
Titus got that little slur to him. You know, I don't know where Parker is. You know, it's kind of a thing with him. But, hey, man, you know, I guess he has no friends or doesn't communicate with people. I don't know. But anyway, we are glad to have y'all here. We try to get it all done in an hour. Sundays are, you know, usually special, especially for people just getting from church, trying to get your chicken. And, you know, you do what you got to do. So, yeah, brother, come on, man. I don't eat no pork. So, you know, we get to have that chicken in here. You know, you guys,
you can have turkey pork.
Nah, man, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't need that. We don't need that. But anyway, how's y'all weekend going so far? Did anybody get a chance to check out Royal Rumble? You know,
I did not. No, I don't keep up on wrestling anymore. Ever since the Attitude Era.
Oh man,
that was the last I've ever kept up with wrestling. To be honest with you.
Oh, well, it was an interesting. It was an interesting show. Roman Reigns won as expected, and Cody Rhodes won back-to-back Royal Rumbles. So,
which was stupid.
Well, you can't have CM Punk go over there in that spot. I don't think, because, you know, he just got there. You got him winning the Royal Rumble. It's going to make some people be kind of sour grapes. Remember, he walked out on him 10 years ago. So, you know, they got to walk on that with eggshells there. But we'll get a little
Do you blame him?
Hey, it is what it is. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more as far as the latter part of the show. But we begin with the weekend box office. And I think it was a dud again. As you can see here, if you look to the screen. And number one this week was The Bookkeeper. It's been in release for 2 weeks. It grossed $7 million. That can't be the weekend gross. Oh my God. That is bad. $7 million. What has happened to the box office? So
I mean, there's nothing that people want to see right now.
I mean, it's January too, so.
Well, remember, I always told you, Lavon, a good December movie usually carries into January. Aquaman should have still been trending on this, in which he is now number 8 on this list.
He's still holding on.
Yeah, barely. But anyway, The Bookkeeper was 1. Mean Girl was number 2, which was 1 last week. Wonka is still there. I thought Wonka would have bigger legs, or bigger dollars. It does have legs. I mean, it's been there for 3 weeks, and it's number 3. I mean, that's kind of the way things are going. Shit, it'll be streaming on Max in a few freaking weeks anyway. You got Migration was number 4. Anyone But You number 5. Poor Things 6. American Fiction at 7. Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom at 8. Godzilla -1, which was my sleeper movie of the year, coming in at 9. And at number 10 is The Boys in the Boat. So I just want to take a closer look at Aquaman, because this is what we were talking about as far as, people saying it was a box office flop or, this and that, whatever. So far, it has grossed $412 million against a $200 million budget. So it ain't in the red. So
It ain't a flop.
It's a flop if you're talking as far as the other one making like $1 billion.
You still got time though.
Well, not really. He's losing theaters now. At the time when they start losing theaters. Shout out to Iron Mike, who's here. He's right. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, Iron Mike. And hopefully it can recover. This showed you that the girls still love him. They go just to see him, despite the Amber Heard pushback, and she's unlikable. But they go.
Well,
they go.
You got to remember though, Ricky. A lot of people said that they weren't going to see that movie because of her.
Yeah, they did, and they have showed it with their wallets, because it's only at $412 million when the last one was at $1 billion. That's just. But again, like Iron Mike said, it's not bad, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Thank God that at least it's not a flop. At least we know it's going to get a nice steelbook release when it comes time for the physical part of it. So that itself is.
But Rick, you gotta say it's a flop. You gotta say it's a flop.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's a flop.
Look at just domestically alone.
Yeah, 118. I mean, that's Will Smith at a weekend. Will Smith. Well, that's Will Smith's weekend box office, bro. Like any movie Will Smith takes in usually does like 100. Well, I mean, not lately, of course, but Will Smith just doing anything would be like $100 million on the weekend. Boom. That's what Will brought to the table. But. It is again, everything that you say is, you have to take it with, I forget the term that I'm looking for, but look, it's a flop because the first one did $1 billion. All right, if the first
I'm just going by the domestic box office.
Exactly.
I'm not even basing
I'm using the same math here, the same ways, because let's say if the first one did 412 worldwide, we wouldn't be calling it a flop. You're like, hey, look, it performed the same way as the first one did. But the fact that it's it's less than half, then it's a flop. But
I just look at 118 from then. What was it, November until now, almost February? That's kind of terrible, Rick. Like 118 for such a big movie. Yeah. Man,
it is. It is, and that's why they were saying that there was comic book fatigue, and you hear all of these things that people were saying about
fatigue and all that.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they're saying. Look, think about this. Now, look, is it a Warner Brothers thing? You have the Aquaman movie here that is flopped. You have the Gotham Knights game that came out, was a flop. You have the Suicide Squad movie coming out, which is trending to be a flop. It got a 5 in IGN. Now, look, IGN is no freaking saint when it comes to ranking games, but the fact that IGN gives it a 5, the movie's doing bad here in Aquaman. Gotham Knights didn't do much of anything. Warner Brothers is going to have a come to Jesus meeting, not only on their intellectual properties as far as the comic book characters, but the video games as well. I found out, and I didn't notice, that the brothers who made the Arkham series went on and got their own studio. They said, we're out of here.
Yeah. The Sefton Hill, which was one of the initial people who started the studio, actually walked out. I guess because he wasn't with. This is speculation. I have no proof, but I think he was not happy with the microtransactions in the game and the way the studio wanted it to go. Not the studio, but Warner Brothers wanted the game to go. So he was like, no, I'm not here for that.
And listen, Warner Brothers still hits on things like Last of Us, stuff like that, but something to be said. The video games lately, I mean, hey, we say that, but then fucking Hogwarts fucking was the #1 selling game last year.
There you go. Superman and Lois, even the Adventures of Superman, the animated series. So they got good stuff. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Maybe it is superhero fatigue.
Well, we wow. Now, that's a question to put up here. Meanwhile, this gives people to think about it. Do you believe in the superhero fatigue? That being said, I do have some news about those who like to collect physical media. Now,
what's the news, Rick?
Oh, well, give me a second. Here, hold on. Rick's only got 2 hands. Oh, if I was an octopus. Now, so right here. Boom. So, Media Play News is this new website that I found that helps people that are interested in like physical media. I'm one of those guys. Don't buy digital, the whole thing. I want to own my shit. I might be leaving Xbox if they go all digital. You know, I talk that kind of shit. So anyway, the Oppenheimer is still, look at this. Oppenheimer is still atop disc sales charts for January 13th. That's good. But what I'm really interested in this whole thing here is Best Buy is having a crazy sale on steelbooks. So for those of you who want to start getting into collecting physical media, now is the time you can start. You listen, you don't have to buy every movie. Only buy the movies you like. And because nobody can own every movie. First of all, you never live long enough to watch every movie. Whoa, ho, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see. The Light Queen is here. The Light Queen is back and she has counted 7 likes. It is good to see the Light Queen back. It's been quiet without you, honey. It's been quiet. So it's good to see the Light Queen. If you see me and if you see I'm smiling, and the Light Queen told me, she said, "Why don't you smile? You look scary when you don't smile." Well, that's the whole point. 6'7", you gotta look scary. She says she's been feeling icky, but we are glad you are here. Shout out to the Light Queen. She's wonderful. And, you know, she really helps out, gives me ideas and stuff. And here, that's why, because at one time I had the shit covering my face. And she was like, "Hey, look, man, you can't have the shit covering your face, you know, if you're going to do it that way." But shout out to the Light Queen and her return. Hey, buddy! We are rolling. You know, if only we can get the Light Queen to come through, right? You know, she's feeling better. And if we can get Parker to show up, then we can have, you know, hell, that'd be all hands on deck. You know, then we can all, you know, beat Teddy up when he comes around. Shout out to Trillo, who's here. He said, "Ain't you a Cowboy fan, Ricky?" I don't know what you're talking about, Trillo. I don't watch American football anymore. You know,
It really is, Trillo.
that was a rumor. What are you talking? I don't watch football anymore. It's fixed. Look at that logo. So anyway, those that are collecting, Ty, shut up. Excuse
Ricky,
me.
I just want to say this one. I'm not finna bash the kid. But while I would have rather you have a cowboy symbol than that goddamn Vince McMahon symbol. Good Lord, Ricky.
I guarantee it. Listen, this Vince McMahon ain't a lot of likes. This Vince McMahon profile pic is just paying homage to a man who was a great businessman, a wise man. Doesn't mean they ain't done some freak shit, but, you know, and we'll get into that. But Vincent Kennedy McMahon is one of my favorite people. And you know what Vince told me? He told me that if you're a billionaire, you don't have to carry a wallet. And I said, "Oh, shit. All right." So whatever that means. So anyway, Best Buy has got some crazy discounted freaking disc if y'all going to be into this physical shit. And not only that, for those that were used to every single Tuesday where you would get new DVDs, they have changed the scheduling where now you're going to get new releases every 2 weeks as opposed to every Tuesday. So go check out your stores every other Tuesday for the new releases for those stores like Walmart and Target, because Best Buy is out of the disc business. Also, you will be seeing places like wholesale. Who's those stores that sell the shit that nobody wants? Like a Marshall's, like a
Sam Club.
Maybe Sam's Club. They're a wholesaler. Best Buy sold a lot of those discs to those guys. So you can probably definitely get some DVDs, Blu-rays, very, very cheap in the coming months once they allocate all of that inventory that Best Buy sold off. A lot of that probably went to Asia, to be honest with you. But, you know, for those that didn't want to pay tariffs, they're probably just going to sell it back here into, you know, those stores like that. Not Home Goods. This was another store. Yeah, Home Goods. They sell, like, aftermarket shit. K&G, TJ Maxx. All of those stores that are, like, sell the shit that nobody wants. So you'll be able to see some DVDs come up in there. That being said, I believe that is it for this. And we want to go with Echo, the episode 2. Obviously, of season 1. Did anybody on the panel watch Echo at all? Have you been watching it? I mean, I kind of asked you motherfuckers to watch it. Have you all been watching Echo?
Absolutely.
I watched
Absolutely.
2 episodes of it so far.
All right, my man. See, Lavon. Well, Deuce runs the show. Behind the scenes, he's texting me shit, and I'm like, all right, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this. Boom. So now, first, I want to check on our first poll before we move on to another one. Do you believe the superhero fatigue? Got 7 votes. 57% said yes, and obviously, simple arithmetic, 43% said no. So we're turned on that. Echo is the Marvel's new Disney Plus series. It follows Maya, who was in the what was it?
Hawkeye,
yes,
Hawkeye.
From Hawkeye, because when he was Ronin, which I guess is his alter ego, he killed her father, and if I'm not going to spoil it. You catch up on that, and you'll see what's going on there. But it's a good show. Now, listen, the good thing about this is it's dark, it's gory, there's cursing. There's all kinds of stuff where it's not that whole cookie cutter, all happy go lucky shit. This is the kind of movies they need to be making.
Yes.
Going to the series, I get the series set the tone for the movies. Like, if your movies have your tones like this, then I don't think you're having superhero fatigue at the box office. Because I think a lot of the times they're coming in saying, oh, same old shit, same old shit. With that being said, we got Buck that is here. He is on the panel. I see Buck is there, who is also a comic connoisseur here. And Trillo says, okay, I'm going to have to watch it. Has that Netflix Punisher feel? Absolutely, it does. It does have the Netflix Punisher feel. Absolutely,
it really does. It really does, and that's what I actually 100%. Like about it. That's what Marvel finally stepped out the box and said we're gonna do R-rated stuff, and this is the first R-rated. Then Deadpool is up next. So yeah, I love it.
I love it too. I think, man, it is, and you know what? Listen, even though that I was happy when Nick Samuel L. Jackson got his little series, and he came in, and we saw the old school guys come through. The brothers, they had that little scene there. That was one of the top notch scenes ever to me in the Disney one of these series. But there's something to be said that I think I'm more excited for this Echo because number one, I don't really know these characters very well. I never studied them very well. And the fact that they're getting to some gritty ass shit going on here, lives are being lost to this thing, man. Like, this is
Absolutely.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like your typical, you throw a guy off a train or something and you see him next episode. Nah, bro, he's done. So this is the part of it. It's giving you some real life feel shit, almost like Walking Dead. Like when you knew somebody was gonna get it. Somebody was getting picked off, in the series or whatever. And, you kind of look forward to it, like, man, I wonder who's going down this week. Because they killed me. When they killed my man Merle, I was like, oh, fuck. He was like my favorite character in Walking Dead was Merle. Merle had one hand and was freaking, he gave 0 Fs when he left the house. That was my man. So, yes, like and subscribe. Hell, we lost a subscriber. Must have been a Democrat. But anyway, we lost a subscriber yesterday. I don't know what happened. Can we get to 300 subs here? I mean, I got all this stuff I got to give away, but I ain't giving away a damn thing until we hit 300 subs. So that being said, Lavon, it's your turn. You can steer the ship now.
Okay. What if I were to tell you that Denzel Washington's son is being considered for MCU's Kang after Jonathan Majors' firing? How would you guys feel about that?
Well, I personally, I would say, hell, one black actor deserves another. So I'd say get him in there, do what you can. Let's just hope that, he doesn't do anything, which I don't think. His father ain't gonna let him go out like that. I think his father is still pushing the buttons. He's raised a fine.
For those of you that don't know, he was nominated for the Black Klansman movie.
Yes, sir.
That was a dope-ass movie.
Yes,
Dope-ass movie.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, from Spike Lee.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Mustang Gamer is here. What's good, brother? And now,
Ricky.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I did forget to mention with the last topic. If you guys aren't familiar with Echo, she is kind of like Taskmaster. Like she can actually mimic your moves while fighting.
Oh, yes,
and she's always been a Daredevil villain. So I think that was the Trillis who asked what's Echo. So
okay.
In the TV show, it looks like they're going a little different route. Like she's not mimicking people's moves like that in the show, but that's pretty much what her powers are in the comics. So
okay.
I forgot to mention that last topic. Sorry about that. Going through my notes.
Oh, 11 likes, says the Light Queen. Light Queen says she didn't know that he had a son. Yeah, that's Denzel's son, honey. That's him. You know, he don't look like his daddy, though. No, you don't. He's not the sex symbol that Denzel was, but, you know, that'll do.
The sex symbol.
No, that'll do, pig. Hey, listen, I am a heterosexual, and I'm man enough to know that Denzel was one of the sexiest men alive. That's what the women said.
Goddamn.
And, you know, apparently this guy's not. So he didn't get that from his daddy. Videli is here. Videli, we got to get on that World of Warcraft. I done paid that $80-something sub, and I don't even play it. What's good, brother? Oh, by the way, my mouse broke. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I got to give Razor the Venom. These bastards, I bought a $150 mouse. It broke, and they are giving me the shits about getting a new one. Bro, that is, yes, Razer is a horrible company. Do not buy Razer keyboards. Do not buy Razer mice. They are horrible, horrible, horrible people. The customer service guy gave me all types of BS. Fuck them. So, that being said, Mustang Gamer's here. He says, I play, oh, ho, ho, Videli, we got another guy. Mustang Gamer said he's a wild guy too. Woo, look at that. We got a team already. You see that? See that? PC Gaming. So, anyway, that being said, back to Mr. John David Washington. He's a good actor, up and coming. And yes, he did a good. He actually was a football player at one time, and you know he was gonna.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the NFL, but he got hurt. So you know that's why he didn't become. You know, obviously he didn't get into professional football. But Lavon, you want to finish reading this article that we kind of interrupted you on?
All right, sure. Movie scooper David Richmond has shared the latest update on Marvel Studios' plans for Kang in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Jonathan Majors was fired from the role. Rumors emerged that Fear the Walking Dead star had become a frontrunner for the part. While it's unclear that
hold on, let me interrupt you on this. That Coleman Domingo, he's getting nominated. Yeah, he's getting nominated for an Oscar this year. Coleman Domingo, yeah. So yeah, he's a good actor. He's a damn good actor. He played in that last Candyman. For those that saw it, he was you know, the other black guy in the movie. But go ahead,
black guy.
Yeah, he's the other black guy.
While it's unclear that Domingo was ever formally given an offer, Richmond has now reported that John David Washington is also in consideration to potentially play the new Kang. All right, let's see if there's anything else.
Well, that's it in a nutshell, Lavon. Good job.
Yeah,
that'll do, pig. That'll do. So listen.
Okay.
Thank God. That they're doing that and not writing the character out.
Off. Thank you, Buck.
I'm so sick of that in Hollywood.
Yeah, you can't let these actors hold roles hostage. You know, hell, if he fucked up, hey, listen, that's the whole point of what, Buck? An intellectual property. You own it. You can have whoever you want play it. You can turn Taskmaster into a woman. You can have Rey star in Star Wars. These are all bad choices, by the way. But you can do whatever you want, and that's the beauty of it. But you know, that being said, you know, like Buck said, that is awesome. That, you know, just look, get somebody else in there. You know, obviously they had a plan. Now, have these altered the plans for the new Avengers movie? Probably. Unless you're going to go in and CGI John David Washington into all the Loki and all the other stuff.
But the character is the star. That's
yes.
the bottom line.
100%. It's 100% about the character. And I think they'll learn their lesson from, you know, trying to write off Chadwick and Black Panther. They learned that, like, the audience was sour on that. I mean, it doesn't matter. We were in love with the character. You know, you could find some, look, I'm not trying to say that actors don't make a character or make a certain role. You know, I don't think there's anybody else that can play Pee Wee Herman. Okay? I don't think there's anybody else that can come in and do the job that RDJ did with Iron Man. I don't think that can happen. And that's why I said, okay, all right, I get it. You don't want to freaking, you know, get dudes up out of there, or you just don't want them to hold it hostage. We can find other people to play the role. And I'm glad that Disney has decided this. 13 likes! And, you know, we're rolling. Light Queen's back doing her job. And that's what Light Queen, I don't like doing this on my own when I have to look for the likes and stuff like that. Oh, she's beautiful. So anyway.
Before we move on, Loki actually shows us that they can definitely recast. Because if you watch season 1, there was a bunch of variants of Loki that all look different.
Yes.
So,
yeah, like they had the girl, they went to the OG comics and they had those.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely. That's something that needs to be done. You know, I think that, what happens here in this case is you never know when someone might pass away or, you know, or a contract dispute, a la the reason what happened why Terrence Howard was no longer Rhodey. So you gotta have a backup plan. I mean, that's why I believe you keep applications on file. For people that went for a job, you'd be like, hey, listen, remember that job we offered you? Are you interested in it? What do you think, Ty? You're quiet over there.
I don't know, cause it's kind of hard to try to replace somebody that people like. And I'm getting my ass whooped and taking at the same time. I just
turn that shit off, man. We got work to do.
Look, we do. I lost it. It just
as you should.
It's your fault.
It's a good game. But anyways,
but I see what y'all saying with the replace thing, because honestly, he shouldn't have lost his job. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
I agree with that. I agree with you, because if they let the what was her name from Aquaman? If they let her rock,
Amber Heard,
they could have let him.
Well, they let her rock because she lost her case. Now, keep in mind, Johnny Depp. Now, here's what I would say. Now, look, I get it. It's not parallel. Johnny Depp lost every fucking thing. They took Pirates of the Caribbean from him, bro. They stripped him down. All he had was the damn cologne. It's a damn good cologne. I use it. Savage, I think it's called.
Was it 1 million or something?
What the cologne?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's fucking good. It's called Savage.
That crappy band he has.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's terrible.
He had that.
Yeah.
Hollywood Vampire.
Oh, awful. Oh my god, awful. But he lost a lot, but he was saying that, look, man, I might have defended myself or something, but hell, we got to hold her accountable too. And then when that happened, notice it's a funny thing here, folks. It's all about what did I tell y'all yesterday with Microsoft and the layoffs. I told you it was bad because it's optics. The optics were that he was a woman beater. So what did they do? They even took his voice off of the Disney rides. But once he got acquitted, he won that case, now all his voices were back on the Disney rides. They even had him dress up as Captain Jack Sparrow for some kind of shit for kids, make a wish or something. This is
Kang we're talking about. We're not talking about iconic or even Robert Downey Jr. That's more comparable to like a fucking long-term.
Well, I'm just giving an example of
this is a character coming in, so the ball's got to keep rolling. Kang has been around 60 years,
Yeah, but you got to think about it. You say that, but he was getting there. He was getting there with that role where people would know who he was.
Fired, honestly.
So that's why I say it's kind of wrong. That's why I'm not mad if they hire this dude to take over, because, like y'all say, he could be a different variant. So that's just what it is. But in the same sense,
they jumped the gun on a lot of that shit too. And I think it was just all that the rumor and innuendo is hurt him more in Hollywood than anything. Not the case itself, but like all the other shit, like people just talking and fucking. Talking shit about him, probably.
I think movie theaters, anything. They
don't want to be associated with.
No, they don't. They don't want the blowback. They don't want none of that stuff. I mean, case in simple, and we'll get to this later. That's why they made Vince McMahon resign. Because once Slim Jims pulled out their freaking advertising, it's like, yo, we're pulling out, man, with Vince still there. And then they had to go say, all right, Vince, you got to sit down. All right, Slim Jims gives them back.
Even all the stars that work there. The Rock don't want to be next to that shit right now.
No, they try to act. No, they don't. They got to get up out of there. But let's be honest here. What was written, we'll get into it later. What was said in that art, that is not sex trafficking. So let's just... we'll get to that later. That is not sex trafficking.
Accusation.
Yeah, exactly. Again, all of this is his word against hers. Jury, yes, 100%. But I mean, look, you have to, when you bring a lawsuit, you have to throw everything to the wall and just hope that it sticks. So that's just basically what you do there. You say, well, he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this.
Knock a lot of that shit off of there.
Absolutely.
I got proof that this didn't happen, but 100%. This did happen. So
yeah. Listen,
it could be true.
Listen, the motherfucker did something. Because if he didn't do anything, the Vince McMahon that I know, well, again, it's different because he's owned by TKO now. Let's put it this way. If they didn't merge with TKO, he probably doesn't sit down, resign. He's like, fuck it. Hell, I got a packed house every week on Raw. I'm not going anywhere, pal. But anyway.
You don't play a narcissistic, power-hungry character like that without there being some truth to that.
Oh, yeah.
He played it too well to not be based on reality.
100%. And before I take the poll down, I say, do you like the choice for replacing Majors as Kang? And 67% said yes. So
71, because I said yes too. I don't care.
He said yes too. Well, I said he didn't care. Well, I don't know.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, as long as he play a role right, I don't care.
Then guess what? 10 years from now, we'll be like, remember there used to be another Kang?
Nah, you can't forget Stuttering Steve. He played the hell out of that role. I don't care what you say.
But we'll look at it like, what's his name in Iron Man?
I'm gonna call him Don King
Terrence
Jr.
Howard. Yeah, Terrence Howard and Iron Man. The problem is Terrence Howard didn't have a series. That's what hurts. Yeah, he didn't have a series because he was in two seasons of Loki. That's the hard part. I haven't
seen that shit.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Now he's there, and now you gotta get him out of there. Now look, if Disney is as petty as they are, I can see them CGIing him up out of there for like flashback scenes. I can see them doing that, especially if you're gonna go where he was the variant and you just had the variant kill Jonathan Majors. I don't know, but listen, they're petty. And they put who's the guy Buck that was in the Death Star with Darth Vader? They put him back in.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Peter Cushing.
Yeah, they had him up in there. He's been dead for years.
Well, Rick, if you think about both Loki and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Marvel already wrote him out because if you look at Ant-Man and the Wasp, he disappeared into nothingness. Spoilers for anybody who didn't see it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean that was a terrible movie.
I finally
by the
saw
way.
Love and Thunder. That
wasn't bad. I would like to see more of him with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Thor fit with that faction to me. He fit very well with him and Star-Lord always going at it about who's really the leader. I thought that was like the best part of it is I love that.
There was some cringy moments with the comic.
Is that on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I still ain't seen it.
Also, if you watch the last episode of Loki, you see that they wrote him out in that also. So, they
had a backup plan.
Up to go.
Yeah.
Exactly,
They basically.
so.
I think now if they had backup plans all the way back then, I think they heard the rumors of some of the shit that was going on with him.
Of course, Ricky. Of course.
And then they probably said, "Hey, you know what? Let's not get caught with our pants down like we did when Chadwick died. Let's kind of get ahead of this." And I want to comment on something that the Light Queen said in the chat earlier. She said she's going back to rewatch all of the Walking Deads. And I think I want to do that too. Because I got kind of detached from the show. I missed probably like the last 3 or 4 seasons. Basically, when Rick left the show, this Rick left the show too. So I got to go back and check out what happened. I mean, I did like the what's the name character? What's his God. I'm ashamed of it. The dude with the bat. I forget his name.
Negan?
Negan, yeah. I was going to say Keegan, but I knew it was Negan. So, yeah, Negan. He was my favorite character. Actually, after Rick was gone, I was like, all right, I'll roll with Negan then. Negan came through with a blast, with a bat, killing Buddy and all of that stuff. So I was like, man, this motherfucker here is ruthless. I can't wait to see what he mounts up to. But that being said, we need to move on. So
let's move on to Daredevil Born Again. And there's going to be a new Marvel hero. Would you guys like to take a guess who it is?
Yes, I would like to take a guess. Yes. I already know who it is, but yes, I would like to take a stab.
I don't know who it is. I didn't read the freaking article, believe it or not.
Okay.
I didn't read the article either.
Take a guess.
It's Muse, Muse, Muse.
Character.
That's
yes.
Do they have superpowers?
You asking me, Rick? Who are you asking?
Well, Lavon, hell, he bought this shit up. Lavon, say something. Okay. Shake it. Somebody shake him.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lavon. Fuck. It could be. Well, dear, hold on. Give me one shot at this.
Okay.
Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
You gotta introduce the
Fantastic Four. Man.
Ty, put that goddamn controller down.
I'm not playing. I haven't watched Daredevil at all, so I don't know.
Yes.
I was just telling Deuce that. You say the person got powers?
Yeah.
What's the dude that was in the other suit with Iron Man? What's his name?
We're trying to make a guess.
Oh, Rhodey?
Yeah, is it Rhodey?
He don't have superpowers. He has a suit. What
Man, that is his suit. He black with a suit. That's the best power you can have.
Isn't that what you said? Iron Man. Batman's superpower is money. So
yeah. Well, hold on. Well, actually, if you read the comic books in there, they have Batman listed as a metahuman. So he has a power that he's just not aware of it.
Can you provide a link for that? Because I've never read or seen that.
I'll get it for you. Yeah, because that's what I couldn't believe it either, and I was like, oh, this is fucks up everything. It had something to do, I think, where somebody was explaining about. It might have been a thread where they were saying because he died and something happened where he got brutally hurt, and they threw him in the Lazarus pit.
Lazarus pit.
Yeah,
okay.
well, also a ghoul, and it did something to him, and he had superpowers, but he didn't know. But you know, he was just taking the same kind of risk, and things were happening to him, but he wasn't feeling the same pain that he used to. Like basically,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah. So that's what they were saying. Like he has them, but he doesn't know.
Okay. If I can't use the black guy, I say the dude. What's the fighting dude name? What's his name? Iron Fist or whatever his name.
Oh God, not that guy. Jesus.
Yeah, is it him?
Somebody new. I'm trying to think and like go through.
Like, a new superhero. Oh, shit, I didn't read that.
I have to break out the Marvel cards. Look at like the first and second edition Marvel cards and just.
Oh, I don't know.
Or that book, the Marvel Encyclopedia.
Oh,
go through all the heroes.
I have that.
They already used Moon Knight because I would say Moon Knight if there wasn't such thing as Moon Knight, but
I don't know.
Somebody who fits in the Daredevil universe.
All
right, so
I don't know.
The hero is drumroll, please.
Oh, you know it.
I don't know.
White Tiger.
Oh, really?
You fucking made the Rick wait 3 minutes to tell me White Tiger. I should slap you, jabroni. What? White Tiger? Nobody wants to see that.
Siegfried and Roy.
God damn it. You know, Lavon.
A new image and video has surfaced from the set of Daredevil Born Again. The material suggests that White Tiger will be joining the show. White Tiger is a hero who has not appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe previously.
It's a female, Rick. It's a female.
Gee, what's it? Well, sorry. I gotta use my pronouns correctly.
I remember the character now when I say it, but
you know, usually
it's a little too on the Daredevil. I mean,
Rick is being progressive. Oh,
no,
but
dude, she's in a fucking furry suit walking around. Come on, man, what are we doing here?
Yeah, she's kind of a
she's
Black Panther.
Yeah, she's a furry. Get the fuck! I don't want to see
or
that.
Batgirl.
Oh, that's her. Oh, okay.
All right. So what happens if her and a Black Panther have a child? Do we have like a fucking mixed breed?
They call the Oreo Panther.
This might work though. If they do the costume right, she would look badass teaming up.
Don't worry,
because they already got Elektra.
Bro, this looks like somebody walking in a Bigfoot suit. Like, let's see.
All right. So by the way, guys, I just wanted to let you know, all your favorite people that were in Daredevil, such as Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, known as Daredevil.
Nelson.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget Froggy Nelson.
Yeah,
Froggy. Why you keep calling him Froggy?
Froggy Nelson, Eldon Nelson. Yeah.
Look at this.
I just want somebody to clip this because Ricky Brown saying this now, but I bet you $5 if that woman come out with some butt cheeks and look nice, he gonna change his whole tune. I want somebody to clip this. Clip it. Because Ricky Brown gonna change his tone.
Well, the tone, listen. Whoa, Dwight. The tone that I'm seeing here, this looks like somebody is trick-or-treating in Manhattan. And this is a horrible costume. Look at this.
Read the first word in that sentence, Ricky.
Maybe on a Daredevil set. It was very cool.
No, that's what I said.
Muse.
First word.
Muse.
Yes.
Jason.
That's who it is. That's gonna be in the show.
Oh, you did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did say that. Lavon, what in the blue hell are you talking about?
But why are they dressed like White Tiger? A really
bad
White Tiger.
Man, you jabronis are confusing me here.
It clearly say maybe on the Daredevil set, so that's probably some random person at a store.
No, nobody cares. He can't see him anyway.
You can't.
All right, so the video and photo which Bree says showcase a scene that sees a fight play out inside the store reveal a person who seems to be in costume as the Marvel hero White Tiger.
Got a pair of Timbs on.
Addition to
Look, got a pair of Timbs on here. Look at that.
Yeah, I see
Timbs.
that.
Yeah, got some white Timbs.
The character's addition to the MCU has not yet been officially confirmed by Marvel, nor has the actor or stunt performer underneath the mask has been revealed.
Yo, like Queen said, that's a horrible costume. She's right.
It's got to be part of the story. He's Muse is imitating White Tiger or something.
I guess. I guess so. Yeah, like somebody
or somebody made that up.
Man, they got some.
So
this is
if you guys aren't familiar,
we are not.
If you guys aren't,
we are
if
not.
y'all not familiar with who the Muse is, it's a real new Daredevil villain. He basically kills his prey and makes artwork out of them. That's why he's called the Muse. So
that's dark.
So did he?
I would love that if that was the Muse, though. I think that it
did
is.
He kill Siegfried and Roy to be dressed up like this fucking thing.
I mean, I'm just saying. Google Muse and you'll see how he looks.
The White Tiger thing could just be a little Easter egg.
Yeah, Buck's right. They like doing that shit, like they did when they if there's one show that almost made me be bricked. All right, you leave that as it is. Was when I finally thought they were going to replace that horrible Quicksilver with the best Quicksilver from Fox, and I love the Fox Quicksilver. Yes, I love that. Yeah, I did. And when he came in on WandaVision, I was like, finally, we're gonna fix this whole Quicksilver. This is gonna be great. And then come to find out that was a lie. Jesus Christ. That's some M. Night Shyamalan cool shit right there that went on there, Buck. They did it to me, man. They hurt my feelings. I felt bad about it. Well, Lavon, that's a good article, but even though that costume, my grandmother's dead and she could make a better costume than that. But
Oh, okay. You ain't feeling the costume?
No, he might as well walk in there butt naked. That's it, or she, or whoever that is in that thing. I mean, God bless you with the white. I'm feeling the white Timbs though. I can do that with a pair of Carl Kanai jeans or something. But
damn, he's back. Carl Kanai, goddamn.
Yeah, buddy. 80s, baby.
This article would be good for Parker, though.
No, he come here and say, wait a minute. He'll come in and say that shit like he always do. You know what I'm saying? The Muse and the White Tiger, I don't show up. You know what I'm saying?
I told you, Ricky Brown, you know what I'm saying, that he gonna save the DC with this one right here.
Shut up, Parker. Anyway,
it's something with DCU, so that's why I said this topic will be good for Parker.
Yeah, but he didn't show up. You got a James Gunn article? Good. We can talk about it without Parker interrupting us. Go ahead, roll with it.
Yeah, James Gunn is reportedly set to pick the DCU Supergirl from 2 stars, and it'll be a tough choice. Supergirl, the Woman of Tomorrow, is close to casting its lead star. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So James Gunn has whittled down their list of potential hires for the two finalists. The duo in question, House of the Dragons alumni Millie Alcock and DC movie voice actor Meg Donnelly. Those are the 2 actors, if you're wondering about that. So yeah, I don't know I don't know the House of the Dragon, so I don't know how they would perform as actors. But if you guys know about these actors, then
chime in. Away. Well, I'm gonna keep fucking with Ty here. Ty, I know you're playing that goddamn game.
No, I'm not. I cut it off. I got my ass whooped. I was mad.
This is like school.
Do you guys know the Jeff Loeb Superman, Batman? When they found Supergirl, that's what they should use.
So who are the 2 choices again? What was it? Millie
Scroll
Alcock.
Down, let's see if they're
Millie Alcock.
Scroll down.
All right. Well, Millie Alcock. I just highlighted it for those who can't see.
I think that's one of them. Keep going down.
Millie Alcock, DC movie voice actor, and Meg Donnelly.
Donnelly?
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down. That might be one of them right there below those.
Who, her?
No, scroll down, nigga. Yeah. Is that one of them right there?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's Millie Alcock.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, she looks like a good Supergirl.
Nope. I like Meg Donnelly.
Shut up. I think she's fine. Look, she doesn't have to be. Look, Supergirl has to. Listen, I'm not a pig or anything. Well, actually, I am. She gotta have those boobs because she's really Power Girl in an alternate universe. So, yeah, that's kind of how it is. Where's this other one? How does she look here?
The other one looked like her.
No. We are not using her. Not that one. Not Meg Donnelly.
Damn, Rick.
No, not her. No. No,
Jesus Christ.
But wait, you're just looking at a picture though.
no.
What up, guys? What up? What up?
No, she looks.
Pastor.
I don't
You have
know,
to watch
man.
her
She
work.
looks kind of
What up, bro?
promiscuous, like she, was on Bruce Wayne's, dinner table or something. I don't trust her. She's got.
You know more goes into it than that. They probably, when they meet them in person, it's like making sure they eat chicken every day and work out. I mean, all kinds of dumb shit.
I
they
think
gotta
that
fucking
I think
cast.
the second one looked better for her, not the first.
Make sure
What,
they know how to
McMahon?
play tennis.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Light Queen said she was on American Housewife. So, all right. I mean, basically, look, at this point here, we just want somebody that can play the goddamn role.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, think about it. These power fucking producers, they gotta fucking do psychological profiles on these fucking stars. Practically. They're not like looking at a fucking pictures. Hey, she looks like Supergirl. Give her the fucking job,
yeah.
They gotta make sure these are like 10-year people, get them down in contract. Are you gonna be able to do this for fucking 10 years and not flake the fuck out, basically?
All right, something's up with Millie's teeth. She's got some rabbit teeth going on here under that, but she looked like she could be Supergirl in Smallville, but this one here, she looks a little promiscuous here. I think she looked like
That's all. That's all Ricky talked about. He don't
just
care
saying,
about.
she looks like she got eyes for Bruce Wayne. I don't know. Look at her.
Thriller Ali is here. Thriller Ali is here in the chat. What's up?
Whoa, he's here, the vice president. I didn't even see him come through. Hell, usually he gets his own theme music there. Thriller Ali is here. My shit's man, it's a mess going on back here.
All right, Rick. I'm gonna give you the wheel. I'm gonna let you steer. This is a topic that is important to you and probably to everybody else. I'm not really in the wrestling, to be honest with you guys, but I know this is important to you. So how do you want to do this, brother? How do you want to do this?
Well, the Rick prefers doggy style. No, never mind.
Oh.
All right. So first of all, well, let me get a poll up before we talk about it. So in case anybody didn't know, the WWE has signed a big 10-year deal for $5 billion to air Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Woo, buddy.
Netflix,
Dope.
yeah. So let me pull up that article so I can read to you what's going on here with this thing. This is tough because, all right, so anyway, so I'll read it here. It said Netflix threw a haymaker on Tuesday morning, linking a $5 billion live streaming agreement with World Wrestling Entertainment, and then scored an afternoon knockout with its quarterly earnings report. So now, remember when I told you guys last show, when Parker was swearing on 1,000,000 Bibles that Apple TV and Amazon were going to be the new leaders in streaming. And I told Parker specifically, and then Ty threw it in the chat when it came through. I said, Ty, I told Parker, I said, y'all think Netflix is dead. I said, they are going to be a player when it comes to, this streaming stuff. Oh, I didn't even see that. We got 17 likes. So we got 17 likes. So I was telling Parker, I said, the one thing that these streaming services need is sports, live sports, in order to put a dent into what's left of cable and network television. And I believe in this Netflix deal with the WWE, they got both. Because not only did they take away the number one cable television show away from cable television, they did it for 10 years. They took Raw away from cable. Raw has been the number one cable show since, God only know, almost 30 years. Everybody wanted to go and watch Raw on Monday, rather it be on TNN when it was on TNN or the USA Network.
Well, they used to.
Yes, this is a big blow to the USA Network, who might not be shaking in their boots, because USA might be like, you know what, we'll just go get SmackDown. They might be thinking that. USA might be like, hey, we're going to get SmackDown. But let me further read on this, because they said why it matters. This changes the landscape of live sports and media rights deals at the time when the NBA's televised future is up for grabs. Man, this sounds exactly like what the Rick was saying last week. Go check out that show, The Watchtower. Last week, he said, sure, WWE isn't real sports. I disagree with that. Say that to a guy who has a broken neck or has to get fusion surgery. And Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos took pains to call it sports entertainment and sports storytelling during the earnings call. But the consumer economics of the WWE are pretty similar to those of its non-fiction cousins, 100%. Moreover, Netflix reminded everyone that it's the undisputed streaming champ. Even if a broadcaster or secondary streamer doesn't expect Netflix to enter a live sports deal auction, it needs to be at least a bit more circumspect. God damn, you see the word. Fuck, I'm all tongue-tied. But here's the thing here. What's going to happen is you're going to see more and more of the network television shows or cable television shows going over to streaming, and that is going to cause a big problem. Huge problem.
Yes, it is.
So,
I'll tell you something, Ricky.
Yes.
Already do it.
Wrestling has a very, how to say, close part in a lot of, especially during the 90s hearts. So if you see, we remember the days of Stone Cold, remember the days of The Rock, remember the days of Triple H, Sweet Home Music, all these superstars, and for Netflix to get this is a big deal. I have not watched cable. No, I have cable, right? But I have not watched cable in more than 3 years. And the mere fact that this is going on Netflix, no, I have no need to watch cable. I can just go on Netflix as easy as possible and just look at it live. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
big
also
deal.
Trying to get a
big
different
deal.
audience too.
Yeah,
Like having your tendrils everywhere as much as you can. But really, I mean, the fucking audience really isn't growing as far as how many people watch, but they fucking still make more fucking money because
I wanted to get more
all the
other
other
to
shit.
that, Buck.
You can sell the merch, you're selling the other pay-per-views, and potentially to new people who never checked out wrestling.
Now,
and of course those lead-ins with those other trailers that the Netflix will throw at you and shit. But
Buck, guess what?
They're trying to get new fucking motherfuckers.
This
to
is why
watch and buy their pay-per-views and shit. So it's fucking smart.
Now, the wrestling audience isn't growing in America. I don't think so. No, but it is growing internationally. And with this Netflix deal, internationally, Netflix is the sole provider of all the WWE's pay-per-views.
Yeah, here we go.
The WrestleManias, the SummerSlams, Survivor Series, all of those big-ass pay-per-views are now going to be streamed on Netflix only internationally. Dark Lord Fusion is here! What's good, brother? So that's why I'm saying Netflix now might be the king of streaming like it once was before. They have something that the other guy, they needed live. I told you guys, for a streaming service to work, they gotta have live sports or something live that people watch. Listen, I know for a fact Netflix might grow. And you might think they might get 100 million more subs just because of this WWE stuff, and internationally, easily.
I would agree with you, Ricky, and to Buck's point, the reason why things didn't grow as well is because not a lot of the generation today is watching cable. A lot of them are on their smartphones. They consume media off their smartphones, and one thing we know they have on most smartphones is Netflix. So the WWE would be looking at a big bump in viewership or a new audience with this Netflix deal, because we know Netflix still has some of the teenagers or some of the young adults watching it. So we could see a big increase in subscribers for the WWE.
Yes.
But big. You have to deliver on the content, though.
Oh, they have. Yep. Listen, it's not just Raw they're getting, Buck. You didn't hear what? Hold on, let me try to get to what they're getting.
People are gonna taste it, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is what wrestling is." Oh, yeah, no,
bro,
that might be true, but they finna go up in price too. Just to let y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if y'all got that email, but they finna go up since they got that deal.
But Buck, when you said that they have to get the content, is it that you're saying WWE have to have the content?
They got some. They got like documentaries and stuff on there right now.
But listen to this. So they get the live Raw, right? So anytime Raw is live, Netflix gets it. But check this out. In addition to worldwide Raw distribution rights, Netflix will gain international distribution rights to WWE's other weekly shows, SmackDown, NXT, and professional wrestling company's premium live events, including its premier annual event, WrestleMania. So they're going to get all that backstage stuff that was on YouTube and everything is all coming over to Netflix. So they are going to have
on-demand content.
Yes, they're going to, bro. I believe WWE is going to have its own. It's probably going to have its own like section in Netflix where you just click on WWE.
What happens to the WWE Network app? What happens to that?
No, that's controlled by Peacock. That's for the United States. This is only internationally. In America, North America, meaning Canada, America, Mexico, and the islands, Peacock shows all of the WWE stuff. And trust me, Peacock is now they're going to have to up the ante to keep all of that. Because again, Peacock is earned by who? They're owned by Comcast, Xfinity, Universal. They're not going to let that shit walk away. So all I'm saying is that you might now, I believe the USA Network will get SmackDown because Fox has already said that they're not going to want SmackDown.
Yeah,
they don't want it. They don't. Fox thought they think they overpaid for it. That's why. If you
wait, when you say Fox, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. What's the name? The Fox Television. Fox Television, not the one. Who? What do you call it? Fox Network. The Fox Network. Remember, they sold all of their other
21st century.
Yeah,
not 21st century.
Not 21st. No, not 21st century. The Disney owns the 21st century.
Right,
I'm talking just the network. Okay. Fox, the network. Now, listen. Like I told you before, Raw might be going to Netflix, but in case you guys didn't know, who do you think owns the USA Network? Comcast Xfinity. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure SmackDown is going over to NBC now. Well, I mean going over to USA. And if you don't remember that they do the Saturdays night's main event is coming back. And that is also on NBC. So I don't think WWE is leaving anywhere. I think that TKO and Vince McMahon and those guys, they just wanted to experiment with going on streaming services, and to see, how much money can be made. I mean, look, they got $5 billion. Where they don't have to cover. Think about this: you get $5 billion. You don't got to worry about your production cost or anything like that. You're on a streaming service. You're gonna see a whole lot of stuff probably not have to be edited out because it is on a streaming service. It's not on cable TV. TV has that whole FTC and all that other stuff delay. So it'd be interesting. It'll be interesting.
And you have access to just as many subscribers, than you do what you would get over on USA. So
yeah, I mean, look, Comcast, Xfinity, they're a win-win here. No, they're a win-win because they know, hey, look, in America, they know, look, we have the highest speed internet. They gonna come, they ain't going nowhere. Fuck, they get Netflix. Oh, by the way, when you sign up for Xfinity, you get a Netflix account for free if you get like whatever tier of whatever. So on the Xfinity cable box app, there's a Netflix app. So trust me, they're in bed.
It's a good fucking gamble because at the very least, you're not going to strike out. You'll just get the fucking people that already watch Raw, the diehards, regardless. It might pay off big time and get fucking,
They're gonna get it extra because I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna pick my first.
Yeah, I might check it out because
with the Light Queen.
I don't always get Peacock.
Light Queen said she honestly didn't even know WWE was still a big thing. Chris, we gotta have a talk. She said I haven't seen it in forever. Last time I can remember watching it was like The Undertaker was on there. LOL. Is he still there? He's got to be like 70. Well, he's in his 60s, like Queen. And last night was Royal Rumble. Okay?
With a bad hip. Yeah, he's 60 with a bad hip.
All right. You stay out of this playing Tekken while you're live on air.
That's true. He was Hold on. He was talking to Kang. Dude who played Kang. And he said, he said that I can't do it no more because I get a pain in my hip from having all them surgeries, so I can't lift people up like I used to. That's why he said he stopped. He wanted to stop, but his hip made him stop.
Now, with all this being said, with the Netflix getting WWE Raw and all of this stuff that's going on, there is a downside to this, and there is also an opt out of the contract if something goes crazy. Can I interest you in Vince McMahon getting his ass in trouble? So apparently, Not apparently. Vince McMahon, and I have to bring this up because this coincides with the WWE signing a deal with Netflix, because now all of the WWE people are going to get questioned about what Vince McMahon has been doing in his free time. I mean, the man said that he works hard and he does all of this. And well, anyway, Vince McMahon had to resign from the WWE days after this Netflix deal was announced. Oh, by the way, The Rock got appointed on the board of directors. They gave him $30 million. They gave him full ownership of his name. So I honestly think they knew that these allegations was coming out.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready for a future without Vince McMahon. Once they put The Rock on the board of directors, and if you look at that picture, when they're all, Vince McMahon's not in that picture. He's not there. So I think that somebody gave them, obviously, these are rich people. They get a heads up.
This has been a long time coming. This
Absolutely.
has been a few years going on, and him putting all the fucking pieces in place to where he could still have control of his empire from behind the scenes. And like, as far as direction.
Yes.
You know, he's got his family in there. He's got Rock. You know,
his family gone.
No,
his family gone.
That's why he
he's not.
resigned last
His family's
time.
not gone. His son-in-law runs the whole fucking company. His son.
I'm talking about like his actual.
Whoa. Him and Shane doesn't want nothing to do with the business as far as wrestling. And Stephanie is a horrible wrestling mind. He's got the right guy in there to you listen. For those, I get it.
Shane stepped away.
Yeah, Shane stepped away. Actually, Vince fired Shane. He fired him. Yeah, he fired him. Facts. He fired Shane because he came in changing the pay-per-view at the last minute, and then he turns around, he gets hurt in WrestleMania, and because he made the Royal Rumble all about him last year. Like, that was crazy.
But he wasn't involved in any business at that point. He was just a talent guy at that point when he got fired recently. I think he threw his hands up a long time ago as far as trying to run the empire.
He was mad.
He don't want that shit.
But you know the funny thing is, though, Buck, Shane was the one telling Vince to buy the UFC years ago. He was like, hey, Dad, you should buy them. But Vince wanted to buy the UFC. But the reason why he didn't is because the what's the names got to him. They said, look, bro, you can't fix this. This has to be a real outcome and this and that. Well, Vince like, well, that's not how you build stars. You got to build stars and make a guy not lose for 20 matches or so. I mean, he's right in a sense. That's how you become a star. Can I interest you in like Mike Tyson, Deontay Wilder? Those guys went on knockout freaking streaks, and that's what made people want to go to their fights. But
Rick, I don't keep up with wrestling, and I know it was too long that Roman Reigns was holding the title. Like,
because nobody else.
Like, that's way too. Come on.
Yeah, I get it. But up until Cody Rhodes came back to the company, there was no babyface to put the title on that can sell merchandise. Listen, this all comes down to merchandise and who can go out there and go to another country and smile and kiss babies. Yeah, he doesn't. Thank you, Buck. You see, Buck's on his shit. He needed a new Cena. No,
that's cap.
What do you mean? How's that cap? He needs a new
Cena. Let me tell you why that's cap.
Okay,
because when Randy Orton had challenged that man, they could have dropped that belt.
No, Randy Orton can't sell.
He could have got it back.
Listen, Randy Orton can't sell $1 for 50 cents. John Cena.
John
Cena is the. Listen, I'm not telling you Randy Orton's not the best worker in the company, which he probably is. He's very gifted, but Randy Orton can't sell $1 for 50 cents. John Cena is the one that puts the butts in the seats. But John Cena is about to be 50 years old.
I agree. Right. Hey, don't disrespect the fucking legend killer, the Viper.
Bro, that's just what it
is. You definitely is talking about some John Cena. Nobody want to see him.
Really? Do you realize?
Hold on. He was
guys are talking about something you don't know.
To ever existed in WWE. The type of shit that he did, bro, during his time. He sold his fucking part like nobody. I'm sorry to tell you, look, John Cena was like a golden child, but Randy actually sold the whole evil shit, bro. He went.
Okay, yes, but if you heard, whoa, if you heard what I said, Manhattan, I said they couldn't find a baby face to put the title on. All right, that's what I said. Now,
the heels don't need fucking titles anyway.
No, they don't. The heels don't need. You need a baby face. The whole point of wrestling is for the baby face to chase the heel to get the title off of him. Dusty did it when he chased Flair. Sting chased Flair.
This is what people pay to see.
Yes, that's what people pay to see. They want to see the chase. That's why you can't have Randy Orton doing the chase because he's a heel. You can't have Triple H doing the chase because he was a good heel.
Randy Orton don't chase, he kill. That's
But
what he
hold up.
do.
Wasn't Randy Orton beefing with Triple H at one time? Wasn't that two heels going at each other?
Well, no. Randy Orton turned babyface when he got kicked out of Evolution.
But I'm saying at the time there were two heels going at each other and people loved
Randy
it,
Orton
right?
was still technically a heel.
Yeah, he's always better as a heel, and that's why the fans don't really get behind him because he always switches from heel to face all the time. So when he was with that guy, bro, and he was a baby face, the fans was digging it, but they just knew that RKO out of nowhere was coming on that dude. Yeah, bro. They knew that was coming. And that's why the fans never see. That's why Randy Orton he's in a category with like Ric Flair and Roddy Piper, where even when they were baby faces, you couldn't trust them. You knew that they were going to turn at some time, kind of like Ole did. When he turned, he pretended that he was done with the Horsemen. I mean, I'm going back a long time.
Like he did with your boy Bray Wyatt.
Is here. He
like
said
he did with your boy Bray Wyatt when he got him.
Yeah, he turned on my man Bray. Rest in peace. So these are things that have happened in wrestling, and the reason why I even brought up the Vince McMahon lawsuit is because Netflix has a out clause on the contract. And and for reasons like this, everybody knew Vince was up to some shit. That's why they put in his stock shares that they can buy him out if some weird shit goes down. Now, if he loses this case in court...
Let me ask you a question, Ray. Do you think like this is so coincidence that this contract with Netflix come right after that? This whole debacle.
That's why they rushed it, because they had to hurry up, get the fucking pen to paper. So because if this is announced, Netflix is probably like, you know what? Nah, we don't want this.
Yeah,
because you can't say WWE without mentioning Vince McMahon. So they probably hurried. I'm telling you right now, what do you think we're all saying for only $5 billion? Because they probably went on the cheap to hurry up and get the goddamn deal done because they knew this was coming.
It works out because he did resign. So
but even then, Manhattan, do you really think the #1 cable television show for 10 years for $5 billion? That's not hell. I can get some boys in the hood and we can make payments. I mean, we could try to figure it out. That is nothing. A deal like
that's for 10 years, right?
Exactly. That is nothing, bro. That is take 10, take 5. Right? $5 million and divided by 10 years. They paid pennies on the dollar for that content. That lets you know that the negotiations, they went back to the table. I'm telling you guys right now, the WWE probably went to Netflix and said, we want $10 billion for 10 years. And they said, we don't have it. And then they probably got a call 2 days later saying, hey, they're going to go to court. Well, they are going to court, so you know when a lawsuit's coming because you get served with papers. Vince got the papers. He had to call TKO, who are his bosses now, and say, hey, look, I'm getting served with some papers. Remember, it's a publicly traded company. And then what did they do? They got on the phone with Netflix and said, hey, you know what? Let's do 10 years for 5 instead of 10 for 10. And Netflix was like, really? All right. Fuck, we'll take it. Boom. Signed. Boom. Now, this shit comes out. Vince is gone. Rock's on the board. There is no fucking such thing as coincidence. This shit was planned. It was planned. 20 likes. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, we hardly ever talk about wrestling on the Watchtower. But the reason why we're talking about this because this has a seismic shift in the streaming versus cable versus network television. They have taken the one thing that was, how can I say this? Owned by cable TV as being a live sporting event, sports entertainment, and they took it and then now they're streaming the shit. That's big. That's big. And I'm telling you guys this now before ending on this. King Reaper is here. Don't be surprised if the Super Bowl ends up being on a streaming service next go around. I'm telling you that right now. Streaming don't be surprised.
I don't think now. Maybe by 2030, you might have a point, but I don't think for the next couple years. No, I think CBS is too big of a network, a local network, for them to just dump.
But guess what? Guess what, Deuce? CBS has a streaming service.
Yeah, they all.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just talking about local channels because there's a lot of people who don't even have internet. They only have an antenna. And for you to dump those advertising dollars like that, I don't know, Rick. I don't know, maybe 2030.
It'll probably cost you more to advertise on the streaming service. Now, you know how they say it was $1 million for 30? Probably be $2 million.
Hold on, quick question.
So you mean streaming service only?
Yeah. So it's Raw. It's Raw exclusively on Netflix now.
Next year it starts.
Next year. Yes, exclusively.
Oh shit! I don't know about that. Like,
and it's going to be
Raw.
Bro, they took the biggest cable. They took the biggest cable fucking TV show and put it on streaming.
It starts 2025.
But what about the other people internationally? You know, it's big now.
Guess what, Manhattan? I'm glad you mentioned that because the international audience in Netflix gets not only Raw, they get SmackDown, they get NXT, and they get all of the pay-per-views.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah. So guess what? I can see Netflix getting 100 million more subs internationally. Easy.
So they got SmackDown and
yep, internationally, internationally they get SmackDown, they get NXT, they get all
trying
that.
to beat the forefront.
Netflix is, bro, and I'm telling you, in the article I read, I don't think Netflix stops here. I think they're not,
but that's,
you know what they said, Manhattan? They said the NBA is up for TV rights. So I'm trying to tell you, Netflix said, "Hey, you know what?
I don't see Netflix getting an exclusive right because NBA."
No. The sports, there's no such thing as exclusivity. It's just but I can see somebody like Netflix saying, "Hey, you know what, NBA? We want the Christmas Day game." Because that's the big game in the NBA, you know, or Prime saying, "Hey, you know what? We want the second round or the conference championships to be on our streaming service."
I was going to say that. I think you think Netflix might do that, try to get the NBA championship and then the Christmas games, like big events where they could get millions of views in those days. Because I mean, getting the championship stream on Netflix will be huge
get that or the NBA All-Star game. Like they might say, "Hey,
you know what I noticed? How come they never did that even with NFL? They could do that with every.
The reason why they didn't because they already have contracts in place, and if you notice, the NFL is already expanding those contracts because I believe the Thursday night game used to be available, I believe, on the NFL Network, but now they was only on Prime. Like it wasn't on NFL Network anymore. They made a deal with Amazon to have that game show only on Prime. And bro, these streaming rights are getting that's why I laugh when people tell you how what am I trying to say here about the go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because the only problem is like even with the WWE shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do wonder if Netflix is going to have second thoughts about the whole Vince shit because, like, streaming rights, there's always going to be clause. Now, I do wonder, like, because this news came out, you think they're going to think twice about actually, like, moving forward with this shit?
Well, they're going to judge. They got to put their toe in the water and see what's going on. Last night, because he resigned, Slim Jims didn't pull their advertising. Slim Jims was one of their biggest advertisers for 20 years ago when Macho Man was over there, and then Slim Jims has always been associated with wrestling anyway. Now, what I was trying to say before I had a brain fart is that whole Sunday ticket shit that they sell you on YouTube. It's not worth the paper that it's printed on now. Because think about this: if you have Ty Kid is here, what's good, brother? Think about this: the fact that Amazon Prime and Sunday Night Football get the better games. So basically, if you're subscribed to the NFL Sunday Ticket, you're getting the shit games during the week. And it's not worth it anymore. I had to take a step back and look, because I decided I'm not going to watch American football anymore. I was wondering, what was going on here? Shut up, Ty. I was wondering what was going on around here. And I started to think to myself, I said, you know what? I bought the NFL Sunday Ticket to watch the Dallas Cowboys, right? That's what I bought it for. But all the big games, Cowboy versus Eagles, game of the week on Fox, Cowboys Thanksgiving game on CBS, Network TV, Cowboys versus 49ers, Sunday Night Football. All the big Cowboy games are already nationally televised games. The only games that you get if you sign up for the NFL ticket are the shit games. You get game.
Rick, that goes back to my point earlier when I said I don't think they could ever stream the Super Bowl right now because that's too much advertising that they're going to lose out on local network television. Like, I just don't see that happening right now.
Now there is a a formula to fix that. Because remember, like, let's say if CBS's turn to get the Super Bowl, CBS already has Paramount, right? They have Paramount. So now what they can do is they can tell the advertisers, hey, we're streaming this on Paramount, and this is what the advertising dollars go per 30-second spot, per 45-second spot. They can dictate that. They're not going to lose out on anything because the fact that
that's not true. That's not true, Rick, because every household in America, I'm just going to speak on America, does not have reliable internet. Like, we're not like, I don't know, Japan or China, where the internet is a big deal. And certain, like here, I want to say, because I deal with a lot of parents, and we always, parent teacher and all that. And a lot of people, I shudder to think that a lot of them still don't have internet. Like, they send their kids to library just to do research. And so you got to understand. That's why I said I don't believe it's going to be now.
You guys a good
maybe
point.
Maybe in 5 or 6 years.
That's because you live in South Dakota. Everybody else got internet.
Nah, nigga.
22 likes.
I heard the taxes are cheap over there. I would love to, but nah. But on some serious shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 22 likes.
Great.
Yo, hit the subscribe button. We have a subscriber goal. Look at the bottom. We lost a subscriber yesterday. I don't know if he died or if he was just a disgruntled Democrat. I don't know. So, yeah, man. Listen, man. I don't know what happened. I love everybody. What happened? But anyway, that is what it is.
I'm with Ty on this one.
All right, we just got one sub back. Somebody sub back. Oh!
What happened?
Go ahead, Noah.
Niggas running each other again.
I'm with Ty on this one. I don't see them leaving the cables viewers behind, because there's still a lot of people that still watch TV on cable. Maybe in the distant future, I think internet streaming will take. Everybody had access to the internet.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because I was thinking there's a lot of people outside of on the other, that just don't have.
I will say this: they
still use antenna TVs to watch wrestling. So
they may put it on the sub service, but it won't be exclusive to subscription service.
Right.
At least not right now. Not a foreseeable future.
I know that's where Rick wants it to go, but for example, like right now, they have certain games on the NBA that stream on Max. And that's cool. So I guess they're testing the waters with that to see how it's going to work. But like I said, the infrastructure in the U.S., we're not there yet. We
might not be there, but listen, man, Microsoft getting rid of disk drives, games might be digital. Everything's digital. Hell, you know what? I think Netflix.
I noticed that like a lot of this stuff only seems to be like really here, because if you outside of it. Like physical is still being sold across, the world. Like that's just
it is international again. But kind of for what Deuce mentioned, but just not those countries. There are countries that don't have good internet that cannot go digital only.
Right, and on all the major markets, physical media is declining. The major markets, but some of the smaller places, they still rely on physical.
Indeed. So with that being said, listen, that was all the topics, and I thank Lavon for helping me put together the show, and and everybody's thoughts. And thank God the Light Queen is back, and she got our likes up, man. We ain't had 22 likes since she left. Hell,
hold up, Rick. Hold up. I had one other thing I wanted to.
Oh yeah. We want to talk about Deadpool.
Me too. Right out there. Me too.
Oh yeah, we got that.
So I
Ricky. Hey, hold on, Ricky. I'm gonna hit that like button, make it 23. Like Michael Jordan.
All right.
I know you hate Jordan.
Whoa! I need another one. 24. Somebody got into Kobe or something. No, Ken Griffey Jr. or something. No, not that Jordan. No, I hate him. I do. I hate him.
I'm really interested to see what really happened, like with the whole Vince McMahon shit, though.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, bro, man, let me tell you something. I don't know.
He going to jail.
Nah, he ain't going to jail. He's not going. Billionaires don't go to jail.
Look.
If he go to jail, Trump gonna go to jail, and that ain't happening. So,
Rick,
this story is fake news.
My only thing is that it's the fact that he was quick to resign, though. Too
23 likes.
That was my only thing. It's the fact that Vince was so quick to like resign.
He resigned. He only resigned because it was looking bad for the company. They are a publicly traded company, and your eyes are on them. It's the optics.
You got
shareholders. You got shareholders. Bro, if he didn't resign, they would have asked him to 20 minutes after. So you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta.
And then Monday, that stock would have been
tanked. The stock would have tanked. That's why they said, "Yo, Vince, well, you got to get your ass up." Now listen, I didn't really want to get into it too much. No, Deuce. We go. You wanted to say something because I
was just saying. I'm not sure. We were talking about superhero fatigue earlier, but one superhero that I'm actually looking forward to is Deadpool. They finally finished filming last week, so they are going to be. I think it was July 26th. I think. Yeah, July 26th, where they're going to release the movie. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't know how you guys feel, but to see them bring back the Fox universe with Deadpool, I think it's going to be awesome. So that's one entity that I'm looking forward to this year when it comes to comic books.
And that's coming this year. I can't wait to see it too. I mean, but you heard that Hugh Jackman's not really in shape and they're going to CGI his body?
He's old, bro.
Yeah. They said they're going to CGI his body. I'm like, wow. He said, listen, I myself, I'm a 40-year-old that works out. And I know from when I was a pro wrestler, when I was 19 to 23 years old, I can build muscle in about 4 weeks. The fact that I'm older than 40 now, I need a little help. I've been taking eugenics. I've been taking protein. I've been taking creatine. That's how I got my arms back to about 17, 18 inches. And because I could have tried and lift all I wanted to, now without that shit, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I kind of agree with Hugh Jackman, what he's talking about, saying that he can't physically do it anymore. But Hugh Jackman is also working out with The Rock, who is on some shit. You are a damn fool if you think The Rock is all natural. First of all, he has Samoan DNA in him, which would not allow him to build muscle like that. It's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah, his daddy had some good genes, but listen, it's not like you can get 90% of your dad's genes and only 10% of your mother's genes. Doesn't work that way.
When you got money, you can.
When you have money in syringes, absolutely.
It ain't got to be syringes. Hold on. They got stuff that. Well, you spend a lot of money anyway, Ricky, but I don't think you spending that type of money. It's stuff you can get to help you.
Well, in order for you to get what The Rock is,
I agree with Ty. I'm not going to say
the doctor has to prescribe it to you. He has to. Listen, human growth hormone, steroids. The doctors can write you a script for all of that shit. Your doctor just has to be on board to do it. How do you think these weightlifters, Mr. Olympia, how do you think they get steroids? They don't get them from guys in the gym. They'll be all dead. They go to a doctor who prescribes them to them. That's what they do. I honestly thought, let me tell you something. Before I thought that I was getting back in shape, right? And thanks to Noah, who helped me lose 113 pounds.
Noah on steroids, y'all.
Think about this. Yep. So Noah motivated me with walking. And when I knew walking wasn't enough, when the fat that I lost was hanging from my arms and shit, so I knew that there's something had to be done. So I started lifting weights every single day, except for Fridays, I lift weights. And I wasn't getting the gains that I was getting 20 years ago. And I started seeing these Nugenics commercials and all this other shit. So I started taking shit that I never had to take before. I never took creatine before.
No, got you on steroids?
I never took protein before. I never took any of those. I've taken 3 things now. And I'm also taking something else that I never took before in my life when I was in my 20s. I'm taking vitamins.
What is that?
Vitamins. I never took vitamins before. I used to see the commercials. You're a Flintstone kid, filming and strong and growing. I never took that shit. I grew up in a project. Goddamn. We couldn't afford no goddamn fucking vitamins. Are you kidding me? Get a Technoshot.
Gotta get that zinc, Rick. Gotta get that zinc, man.
You said you grew up in the projects, Rick?
Yeah, I did. No, that was when my grandmother came and rescued me when I was 10 years old to move with her. Because
he did say that.
10 years old. I was 10 years old.
10 years?
10 years old.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, and that 10 years.
Over 20 plus
Listen, okay, yeah, okay, well, okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about what I seen on live on air, but I've seen a lot. And my brother, if he's listening, he's seen a lot too. In fact, he was one of the culprits that caused all the shit for my grandmother to say, "Yeah, I got to get you up out of here." That nigga, he ain't worth saving. So anyway, I'll just leave it at that.
Oh man, touche.
So that's what was going on. I'm looking forward to the Deadpool movie. I want to see if the MCU is going to nerf what Fox had no problem of capitalizing on. And I think they won't, because if you look at the Echo series, which is kind of Deadpool-ish, just not with the humor, but there's gore, there's violence, there's cursing. I think they'll just leave him alone. Especially Kevin Feige's kind of in the doghouse right now. You know, he's kind of undoing all the good. In charge? Yeah, he's still, bro. His name when Echo, when Echo first comes on, his name is up there for Kevin Feige production. I'm like, oh.
But what about all the other movies and shit?
Yes, he's still him. It runs through his eyes.
I believe this is my take on Marvel movies. Majority of them, right? I believe it kind of cheesy. Deadpool character, they made him kind of cheesy though. Because like with that, you know, I just look at it from
hold on, shout out to Ty Kid. Thanks for coming, brother. Go ahead, Parker.
Just look at it like comics from Deadpool and stuff like that.
Oh, the game started, that's why.
yeah, and look at the whatchamacallit, it's kind of cheesy though. Like how they doing them and stuff like that, you know.
It's two different universes though.
No, but hey, here's the thing though. It's two different universes, but I believe the character is Deadpool is kind of cheesy though, which he shouldn't be that. That's my more serious tone with Deadpool and stuff.
Wait, hold up, Parker. Deadpool, even in the comics, was a jokester and a clown. Like
I'm saying, even that though, but I feel I would have gone with a more serious tone with like Deadpool and stuff like that. I just feel like that stuff is like kind of. It's like how you just look at the whole cinematic of the Deadpool movie. It's just like a lot of stuff is like cheesy and stuff like that. Look how they got Colossus was in that movie. I'm not saying like
he's CGI. Yeah, he was mad big.
But that was like, Deadpool though, Parker. Like even why you think Deadpool and Spider-Man are so infamous with each other? Like you know, in the comics, like that's he is cheesy in the comics. That's who then people just love.
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
When I used to read the comic, I didn't come across of him like really being cheesy though.
I mean, I'll send you a couple. I'll send you a couple ones that you could read, and you tell me if he's not cheesy.
I'm excited for Deadpool. I'm definitely excited for it. But Parker,
what
you said you didn't like the second Deadpool? Is what you're telling me? I mean, I was flirting with the light queen. You know, I didn't know what you were saying.
The thing is, like he's looking at it.
It was funny. It just wasn't good.
It's come up being cheesy. Look at how they portrayed Cable in that movie. That Cable, like I'm just saying, like that whole atmosphere of that movie is just.
Did you ever read the Cable Deadpool? I was about to just bring that up.
I actually had the Cable miniseries.
Yeah, it wasn't as over the top, but their relationship, the way it was portrayed in the movie, was kind of similar to that in the comics. Like,
yeah, but I just like
Cable was the straight man, and you know there were jokes every once in a while, but Deadpool was
never serious. Though, but like overall, the atmosphere seemed like kind of cheesy.
They right, Parker.
I don't mean to change the subject, but Thriller Ali said Ricky Brown grew up like how T.I. son did. He had fake aluminum foil bowls.
Oh, damn, man! Listen, bro. Listen. Damn. Think about this, guys, and I'm gonna take this off the screen. Do you guys really think I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, buying $5,000 bat fucking wings and wrestling belts? That lets you know I didn't have that shit. That's why I buy it as an adult now, because I can. I didn't have that shit. That's the shit that I wanted.
But Rick, you said 10 years old, your grandmother, that's when it changed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You were 10. And how old you right? You over your in 30s, maybe early 40s. Come on, Rick.
My 40s now.
That's a lot of time.
Hold on, wait a minute, my grandmother's been dead for 8 years.
Rest in peace.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
I'm not disrespecting your grandmother saying that.
Oh, you can't. She'll haunt you. Go ahead.
I know this the Watchtower, but I had to make a comment because I'm in Walmart, and they told me that Xbox wasn't selling physical games anymore.
No.
And I see a whole section of physical games.
I think that somebody said that it would be like Phil Spencer said, a case by case basis.
Nah, it's a rumor.
Yeah, because actually I know this guy, and he was telling me about the same thing with physical media. He says some Walmarts will still sell movies, and some of them won't. But Best Buy is doing away with the movies. But he said as far as physical, it's only going to be depending on which store actually sells it.
But Noah,
you know what? I'm
categorizing
it on the room.
bots that physical is dead though.
I mean,
physical is dead. What up, people?
Physical isn't dead; it's dying. It's not dead.
It's on like put it like that. ER surgery is almost complete. We can't save it.
But we still like it, so we'll buy it. So
once again, Miss Mellow misspoke. Now you got to look at which physical medium are you saying is extinct. I mean, they still gonna be places where they're gonna sell the movies like like Groove, whatever.
What I'm saying, like digital is king. Like digital's.
I'm about to
If
say,
I'm not mistaken, digital. Like,
no,
like 80 to 90% of the market.
Ain't you in the South, Noah?
Huh?
Ain't you in the South?
Yeah.
So so it's like Ricky Brown said. In most cases, in most areas, they're gonna look at their analytics on who sells what in what area, and they're gonna shift their product down to that particular area so it can sell.
But I can say this though, right? But going digital, like if Microsoft go all digital with their product, that's not such a bad. You really look at it, because it's taking up the same amount of space you will put a physical disc in there anyway, though.
It's same with PlayStation 2. If you take a pie.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this: you take a pie. PlayStation physical outsells Xbox, but if you take a pie and break it down a percentage, it's still a small percentage compared to digital.
No, I'm not going to make a comparison between Microsoft and Sony. What I'm saying is people going the digital stuff, but like you put a physical disc in, that's still going to take the same amount of spot off your hard drive. You're not loading off the disc like the 360 did. That's what I'm saying though. So either way, you still losing that space if you buy physical or not. And like yeah, that's what I'm saying from that perspective.
Close my door.
That's the one thing I like about the 360 though.
Mello, where was you at yesterday, man? I got hammered, and I didn't drink anything.
I was there working. I watched the podcast, but I wasn't even gonna bring it up. I was gonna cuss you out and the rest of them and Big Money.
Bro, so let me ask you this.
I know y'all was talking y'all
let me ask you this before we end this show. And Parker, man, we gonna start. Ladies and gentlemen, the Watchtower is moved till 2:00 now because we don't want to rush. Because I ran like 5 red lights to get home, and Deuce is right. Let's just because I wanted to be at 1. He said that I think 1:30, 2:00 is the perfect time. Unless Pastor Vereen is preaching, oh my God, bro, he'll have us there till 4:00. I got to walk out the back door when he's there. So
no, I had to work a double yesterday. They had an emergency, so that's why I missed it. But I heard the replay.
All right, so
I think that's the replay.
Oh man, you see how they caught Teddy frauding with the Pokemon? I timestamped it.
Flipping Teddy for a reason, man.
That's why I do these timestamps now because I got it. That Teddy got caught fraud, and he was like, "Hey, no, this Pokemon them." And then he looked back and said, "Teddy, when the last Pokemon game you bought?" This dude pulled up on one from middle school. Like,
that motherfucker from 2009.
Buried him.
Game Boy Advance.
Buried him, bro. Buried him. Like, oh my God.
They got all this goddamn strife, but
and then like I miss my man Big Money. I don't know where he's at today, but he was hurt, boy. He was bringing up how Big Money became a lawyer, talking about how Nintendo was gonna sue these dudes and stuff. Man, he was going crazy. I'm like, yo, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, y'all said something about the state of decay. I mean, I said state of decay. Lord Jesus, the state of gaming and how we depicted the whole. The people for getting fired and stuff. It was like, no, nobody was ever laughing about this shit at all. Like, let's get that clear.
But I told them when guys like J-Dub try to act like he cared when that's just fake outrage. That's not something that that's
like
BS.
Yeah, it was more so in the sense of how they did it. Like in the sense of what Bungie did, we highlighted that before the holiday season happened, people about to spend time with their family. You get a paper in the mail saying, "Here go your pink slip. You done and over with." Like in the shares, like the shares that you did have,
they took them. That's why, and I bought that up. I said, "Hey, look, they didn't jack it." But again, that was yesterday's show. But I wish he was there. We'll get more in depth with that stuff. I'm pretty sure there'll be more news by Saturday. But I want to.
There's always going to be news about Xbox, good or bad.
It's always, man.
So that being said,
Xbox, just know Xbox keep the lights on with you niggas, good or bad. We keep the lights on.
So the last poll we did, we had, are you excited for Deadpool 3? 83% said yes. Yeah. So hey, Deadpool is he's on the rise. So he's still there. I want to say shout out to Briadios because he's here first all the time. I want to say welcome back to the Light Queen. It's good seeing your pretty face back here.
Quick question, Rick. Quick question. I know the wrestling thing. What's up with this nigga Vince McMahon, bro? Like, what's up with him? Was those text messages real?
Yeah,
what's up with white people? Caucasian people and
you see, he had to step down.
And melanated penises. What is wrong with them?
I think the bad part about the whole Vince McMahon thing was what got me and made me say he needs help.
Very descriptive.
When he said that he defecated on her head, I said, "Damn, Vince." And listen, listen, bro. It wasn't the fact that he defecated on her head, because some people are into that shit. He defecated on her head during a threesome. He's got no respect for her or the other brother involved. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, yo,
I didn't see that one. Hold on, I saw the
and for those
BBC situation. I'm like, bro, what is up with
and
these
I forgot to
BBC?
mention that the reason why Brock Lesnar didn't make his return at Royal Rumble is because he was the wrestler that they told her to go mess around with. And in the process, and Vince McMahon told her to take a video of herself peeing and to send it to Brock Lesnar. So,
I saw that
again,
part,
now listen, Vince is some freak shit, much like myself.
Yeah, to each his own. Got your fetishes, but
so hey, listen. So, but my thing.
What's up with that BBC shit though, man?
Bro, they said that she listen to this, but here's what she said somewhere.
Extra saucy with
but check this out. This is where things were kind of weird with her. She said that Vince McMahon had dildos named after pro wrestlers and would use them on her. And now here's what I say. I'm not saying that she wasn't in a bad situation, but you can always quit. She said herself she was doing a job where she wasn't really working, but they had her on the books just so they can keep her around and keep having sex with her. Lady, call the cops. What's going on
she
here?
She must have been good at her work, her craft.
Dark Lord Fusion is laughing here. But listen, hold on, let's see if we can get a picture of her.
I haven't been in the wrestling since Stone Cold was there, so it's been a while, brother. Once they said it was fake, I was out. Just like basketball right now. I'm starting to learn basketball fake, so time for me to retire.
All right, so I'm trying to get a picture of this girl. She's an attractive girl. Let's see here.
Rich
well, she definitely gonna be physically fit dealing with wrestling. But
I don't think she's gonna get another boyfriend because he's gonna know what happened to her head. He could be like, "Hey."
You wouldn't even let me do that.
In fact, so check this out. This is her, and apparently, so this is her. This is the girl that's suing her. She's very young looking. I mean, but I mean, I know where that head's been. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo.
She got nice teeth. She all right.
Yeah,
she got nice teeth.
That's on for big money.
She got nice teeth. I mean, hey man, it is what it is. Black Dark Lord Fusion said. Don't listen to Dark Lord Fusion. He's thinking like me. He said some of the blame has to be on her for keep coming back for that stuff. Facts, Dark Lord Fusion. He said she was getting money, plastic surgery, clothing, and cars, so all that stuff. Yes, and Dark Lord Fusion. Here's another nugget before we go off air. She only suing him because he stiffed her on the other $2 million. He gave her $1 million up front, and he didn't pay the other freaking $2 million he owed her, so now she's being sued. But now here's the funny thing. NDAs are signed, drawn up by a lawyer, right? So if she broke NDA, she should give back the $1 million she got because she broke the NDA.
He kind of broke the NDA without playing her, though.
Well, look, they're both at fault.
If that was the case, but
they both at wrong.
In most situations, they gonna
bad
go
people on both sides.
So
there's more of him, Rick.
Listen, hold on a second. Listen, now listen. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Look, if somebody is doing all that stuff to you, I think $3 million is a good compensation. Plus, you're getting paid 6 figures a year. I don't know what the fuck she's fighting about. I don't get it.
So Rick, if that was you and somebody peed on your head and did that, and it's all right with you.
Now listen, you want to whoa. If you want to piss on a Rick's head, it's going to cost you more than $3 million. All right, so that's number one. So
you'll let another man.
I didn't say. Well, first of all, Rick never said nothing about another man.
No, hold on, no, because we got to go to the extreme in some cases. Because of course, you would let a female do it. Would you let a male do it for X amount of money?
I won't let a man examine my prostate. All right.
Okay, cool, then. So that goes
like
down
Queen
to
said. Like Queen said, she's basically a hooker. Facts. Listen,
I'm breaking your morals and principles.
Guess what? Jim Cornette said this best because he had a YouTube channel. He talked about the Jim Cornette said, "Hell, I would let Vince do that shit for me if I was going to get $3 million." He said, "Hell, that's it, basically." And she's having threesomes with the other dude, messing with Brock Lesnar and all that, and she kept coming back. I mean, there is a time where you could just say, you know what, I'm not coming to work today. You did all of this shit to me, and I'm done. And then she said, "Oh, they restrained." Oh, come on, listen. This is what gives some of the women who were really abused a bad name.
Sure.
See what it does? Like, this girl was not abused; she was compensated. But what about the girls who didn't get anything and they can't leave? You know what I'm saying? If they are locked in a cage.
Just because you compensated doesn't mean it isn't abuse.
Listen, this is not sex trafficking. She was down with it. She could have left anytime she wanted, bro. There was nobody sitting there with guns at the door like a club.
No, Rick, you got to go look at that law again because actually it is.
That's not
any deemed situation, regardless if the individual is of knowance or not, if you take them to another state for sexual favors, that's sex trafficking, brother. Willing or not. So it's a great line there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, that
even though she was with it. So
all I'm saying is, like, we got to use our terms carefully. I mean, when you say sex trafficking, you're thinking there's a bunch of women at WWE headquarters just down the road from me in New York.
Them in the cages.
Yeah, come on, man.
No, that's not.
That's what we're thinking. And Dark Love
Fusion didn't put him in the cage. He just paid him and told him come on. That's all he did.
Dark Love Fusion said she was doing that stuff. These Instagram chicks be doing facts. Yo, Dark Lord Fusion is the man, bro. He's right. Like, listen, I said she's giving women a back. I don't know, but there are women who are in horrible situations, and they didn't get a chance to get $1 million up front or whatever. She's only mad because she took her $1 million, put it up her nose, and now she wants the other $2. That's what happened.
That ain't the point. That's the problem when you start doing things in secret. You leave holes for individuals to use that against you.
Oh man. Well, that being said, I want to thank.
You can say he's a rich person that
he's rich and powerful. Like, he's got both.
Yeah, he's abusing his power. So now you leave that hole because you wanted to handle your fetish. But yeah.
All right. So listen, shout out to everybody in the chat. Light Queen specifically coming back. Thank God that she's doing okay. Everybody that tuned in, Dark Lord Fusion, appreciate you keeping the chat alive. To the panel, shout out to Lavon coming up with the good show. Parker coming in, even though he came late because I know always coming through. Shout out to the 2/3 of State of Gaming for always coming through, helping me out. I appreciate those brothers. Shout out to Pastor Joe coming through. I didn't know Pastor Joe watched wrestling. I need to have him on the show even more. I didn't know that he was a wrestling guy.
What?
Shout out to him. Shout out to
like wrestling.
Yeah, you do. Shout out to Ty That Man. The Red Lion. He was playing.
Cool was out there.
He was playing Tekken earlier. Not focusing.
Oh no,
we forgive him.
Yeah, talk to Pastor.
And shout out to Deuce for coming through. This brother, listen, Deuce is invested in the show. He's always texting material, everything. That brother comes on time, unlike Parker.
Nah, he definitely be support. Shout out to Deuce.
Yeah, Deuce is the man, bro.
Yeah, shout out to all of y'all, man. I appreciate all you brothers, man.
Yeah, so that being said, I got to get up out of here. It's time to regulate. Trying to get something to eat here. It's 3:19. I'll go watch some of these fixed football games, I guess. I don't know. But
I can't even watch sports no more.
Before you go, Rick, so new time slot?
We'll go between 1:30 and 2. How's that?
Okay.
All right, 1:30 and 2, ladies and gentlemen, going forward for the Watchtower. It will be changed again probably during football season. I don't know. But it's going forward to the rest of the summer. That's the way to do it, right after church. Boom, boom, get up out of here. All right. So now the show's over at 3:20 when we wouldn't have started till 5. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So thanks everybody for coming through. Appreciate it. And we'll catch y'all. Hopefully big money comes to the next show. And see y'all again on the Save Point.
Hold on, Ricky. And everybody who can't afford internet, like we was talking about earlier, if you get a link card, like most people in the world, go get that $5 internet. It's the same thing.
We're gonna have to talk about behind the scenes. What is that?
What?
Shut up. Good shit, Dark Lord. Appreciate it, brother. All right, we about
I know
here.
y'all got Comcast. Y'all ain't got Comcast.
$5
I got
internet.